So something's a little off here. It looks like Waterloo, they do not have a paladin. They have a warrior instead. So the class icons on the that versus page, a little off, but hey, we'll see a control warrior.
Yeah, so ignore what happened on that overlay. We are going to see control warrior. We're going to get a word from our admin as quickly as we can on what the official word with this is. But take a look at this paladin build real quick. That's a Kel'Thuzad that's in hand. And that's a really, really interesting card to be seeing because this is a card that at times has rotated in and out of paladin builds.
Yeah.
But this is ages ago. We're talking like...
We joked about it.
Naxxramas had just come out.
That we've seen so many slow decks today that we're going to see 2 control paladins coming into this one. Well, it turns out that one of the paladins was a warrior, and it is control. And the other paladin, who actually is a paladin, is playing Kel'Thuzad.
We could just see into the future is really what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
That is a Gorehowl in hand alongside that Revenge as well. TJ, you were talking about this card earlier.
I love Gorehowl in the current versions of Control Warrior. When we talked about it earlier, you mentioned the that warrior deck that basically just revolves around fatiguing your opponent by killing everything that they could possibly ever play. But I like Gorehowl and just standard variations of Control Warrior, where, hey, you have so many ways to gain armor now. Bash, Justicar Trueheart, more efficient ways to gain armor. Gorehowl becomes more valuable.
Take note also, that's a golden coin in Waterloo's hand.
That's a golden Control Warrior deck. Every little boy's dream.
They have... Someone on this team has played a ton of Warrior in the past. It takes a long time to get that many gold cards.
When I was a young lad, I always used to tell my father, my papa, Papa, one day I want to be a golden Control Warrior.
And he said, son, that's ridiculous. You'll never get anywhere grinding Control Warrior all day long.
Get back into that barn and keep chopping wood.
Why are you chopping wood in the barn?
I don't know. Where does one chop wood? I spend my time playing games.
Ironbeak Owl, not the greatest draw in the world, but they do have Piloted Shredder to roll into this. They even have a Harrison Jones back behind this, along with an Acolyte of Pain in their hand. Another card that, I mean, this is looking like a seriously old-style Control Paladin deck, which is really curious to me. You know, I look at this and I wonder exactly how this deck matches up versus a deck like Grim Patron. Do you have really the mid-game to fight against that?
Here you have no pressure. Maybe they looked at their opponent in Waterloo. They looked at their matches last week and said, you know what, these guys played Control Warrior.
That's definitely a possibility. You know, studying your opponents in any format where you are likely to line up against them makes a big difference. And this is kind of well met. This is kind of one of those differences I'm talking about. That's a Harrison Jones on a 2-charge Death Spite that was played for tempo.
Stampeding Kodo, okay. Admirable.
Well, that is one of the ways.
Throwback.
That is one of the ways I think that you can actually pressure a Grim Patron Warrior, is to Kodo like an Acolyte of Pain or an Armor Smith, or maybe even a Gnomish Inventor.
Tell me more.
And then just start punching away.
Yeah. This deck really is bringing us back. Stampeding Kodo, combined with Aldor Peacekeeper, used to be one of the 1-2 punch combos that Control Paladin used to use to take out big threats.
And here is a really, really interesting spot from Waterloo. I don't think they know quite yet that this is Control Paladin, but Sylvanas is one of the best cards that you can have versus Tyrion. If you get to the end game and Tyrion is the big major threat, you no longer have that Sylvanas to potentially steal it away. It's just now you're fighting through the Tyrion, and then you have to fight through the 5-power weapon that has 3 charges on it. That's a massive amount of damage to have to be fighting against. This Sylvanas being lost early, sure, it does buy them a lot of time on the board, but I don't know if that's really the direction they want to take in this one. But I look at their hand at the same time and go, maybe they just don't have another reasonable option.
Yeah, that's very true. This game is weird.
It's really weird. And
this Paladin deck is weird.
Well, Justicar Trueheart is going to meet the fate of a glowing true silver champion.
Look at this pressure that
looks an awful lot like Destiny.
Yes, it does.
And then 6 points of damage to the face. I can't remember the last time I saw a Piloted Sky Golem in play, but I'll tell you what, versus Control Warrior, they don't have a way to answer this card.
Yeah. There's a Kazan Mystic.
Which I frankly have no idea why.
Yeah. Because on Mystic, hey, you can steal one of those secrets from Secret Paladin.
I mean, maybe it's enough. Like
you sneak into the Secret Paladin's house and take one of the light bulbs off his Christmas tree.
Say you play Deathbite or Fiery War Axe and you attack something. They go to protect it with a Noble Sacrifice. You steal a Noble Sacrifice away, attack something else. Now you have a 4/3 and your own Noble Sacrifice to fight against little aggro creatures.
Yeah, but what if they played Redemption?
Well, you still gotta do 4/1 keys and Mystic back afterwards.
That's true. But what if you're playing against a Paladin that has no need for secrets?
Yeah, if you're playing against a Paladin that is going to, I don't know, punch you in the face over and over again with a piloted Sky Golem, you're feeling bad.
Yeah, and this is getting very bad. I think Waterloo is just done. I think they're dead.
Well, that hand is bone dry at the moment. We have about one extra draw to just, hope for the best. I mean, I guess they could attack the Pilot Shredder with the Gorehowl and hope for a Doomsayer, but that's such desperation that I feel like almost any situation is going to give them a better chance to win.
Yeah, and they just have to armor up here. I mean, this is 14 damage on board.
Oh my gosh.
Why, hello there. I don't know. I think you just go for the Kodo and start slamming away with that last Truce over champion.
There is not a world that we ever have lived in where Tyrion is not the right play this fall. I am shocked that they're not going for Tyrion.
Armorsmith can make some big things happen.
Maybe they're trying to conceal that Tyrion actually isn't in here.
Yeah, and Brawl, I mean, you already have a Truce over. You might as well get value to this. Brawl could come back to haunt you.
I don't think it matters one way or the other.
They're really just going to win regardless.
Yeah, I think what they really want to do is rub in the fact that they have the Kodo to take care of something and be like, by the way, you got beat by this stampeding Kodo right here. Just wanted to point that one out. Yeah, Waterloo's got...
Well met.
They got about slim to none. They need to shield block into a way to kill Pilot Shredder into a Doomsayer, and that's not happening.
Yeah, even with shield block into Shield Maiden, that's not enough armor for them to be able to live through this board. That is 21 damage staring at them on the side of a Paladin. And that deck just rolled over Waterloo.
Well, that's the thing about it is, we say control Paladin, but here's the thing. If you play a Piloted Sky Golem and your opponent cannot kill it, they lose.